Let's rank some Naruto duos based on how iconic they are, because a lot of these duos have different sort of relationships, so we can't base it on like friendship or whatever. Obviously that will come into play, but it's mainly going to be how iconic they are. Starting with Kakashi and Yamato. Kind of a mid duo, not horrible, so I rate B. He was Kakashi's replacement. It's not like I know they trained in Naruto together and stuff, but Kakashi's got better duo partners. Temari and Shikamaru. I got the Chunin exam fight was good. They're obviously married with a kid. And I feel like couples aren't that iconic apart from one. So I'm also going to pop them in B. Izumo and... what's the other guy's name? Kotetsu. Come on. It's those two guys from Naruto. It's the meme. They're extremely iconic. When you think of Naruto duos, I'm sure they're in the top 3 at least. I'm putting them in S tier. They're not the strongest or anything, but it's those two guys from Naruto. Choji and Ino are not that iconic. They're just on a team together. Choji and Shikamaru are a lot more iconic. And and Ino and Shikamaru, probably less iconic than Choji and Ino. Jesus Christ, this is tongue twister. I'll pop them in C. Gamakichi and Gamatatsu are... I think there's too many toads. I guess they are a duo, but there's too many toads for them to be iconic. Gamakichi's more iconic than Gamatatsu. I'm popping them in C as well. Asuma and Kakashi are... fuck, I don't think they're iconic as a duo. I do love both characters, so to me, I'm like, oh, that's a sick duo. But that's just because those two characters are like shoved together. But they're not really known for being a duo. So, B. Because they're a bit cooler. Ino and Sakura. I guess they are an iconic duo. Even though they were annoying for OG Naruto. And then they become amicable. But, I'm also going to pop them in B. Lee and Sakura. This feels like a one-sided duo. It kind of feels like Sakura just tolerates him. Especially in the beginning. B as well. Don't worry, there's an A coming up. I see it in the next few. I'm struggling to remember their names now. But the two... Jiraiya's two toads. They go on his shoulders when he's in Sage mode. Fuck are their names? If I can't remember the names, they can't be that iconic, surely. Are they... surely they're a bit more iconic than these. Right? Now, B. Minato and Kakashi. Now, that's an A tier. That's the A tier I was referring to. It's almost S. And especially because it's a sensei-student dynamic. I'm a big fan of that. And I am leaning towards S, but there's a lot of S tiers. So I'll pop it high A. Trust me, there's a lot of S's I can see. Orochimaru Sasuke is also A tier. Not iconic enough to be S tier, especially because it was kind of predatory. And then Sasuke also killed his kidnapper. So, yeah. Kiba Naruto. They had an iconic-ish fight. They have a one-sided rivalry. Actually, the fight's not even that iconic. It's just because Naruto farts and it's funny. And I'm a Kiba hater, so I'm popping that in C. And yeah, we have another S tier. Guy and Lee. I would say they're probably the most iconic duo from Naruto. Or maybe Naruto Sasuke. But if you think of it as asking a non-Naruto fan where these two characters are from, you can show them a picture, everyone's gonna know Guy and Lee. Just like everyone will know Naruto Sasuke. But Naruto's the main character, so they should get that. Like, to have that iconic of a duo with no main character in it, I think is a bit mad. They're very iconic. S tier. Choji Asuma. This is a good duo. It's not the best from Asuma's team, but it's A tier. A tier feels high, but B's too stacked. A tier. Kisame and Guy. I don't care what you say, this is S tier to me. This was such a good running joke throughout the entire show. But will people know outside of watching the show? I don't think so. Fuck. This is tough. I'm gonna pop it in A. But that running joke of Guy never remembering Kisame when they fight is so funny. I love it. Tsunade Orochimaru. This is the least iconic duo of the Sannin. And I know you killed her brother, and I just can't prove it yet. C tier. Chio and Sakura. Oh, they had a very iconic fight. But I'm not going to say they were an iconic duo. It's too short-lived. Mei and Ao. They're iconic for the Kage Summit, I guess. But do you really think of them as a duo? I guess you do, but like, he's kind of just her bodyguard. And I don't like him from Boruto, so C. Itachi and Shisui is immediately in A tier. I may not like Shisui because of how glazed he is, but you can't deny that that duo is very iconic. I'd say Itachi's second most iconic duo. Yeah, no spoilers though. Kurenai Asuma. This is iconic. Not A level iconic. Oh, but is it more iconic than these? It kind of is, but it's not A tier iconic. This is tricky. Also, bro, you died while she was pregnant. Come on, do better. Why are you in the field while your wife is pregnant? Indra and Ashura. Now, hear me out. They should be the most iconic duo because most of the most iconic duos, S tier duos, stem from them, but they're not as well known to the greater audience as the duos that are descendants of them, if that makes sense. I'm going to pop them in A. I'm just giving you a reason as to why they're not S tier. Kiba and Akamaru, much as I hate the guy, you should naturally just went to C. Did you see that? I didn't do that. As much as I hate the guy, we got to pop them in A. They are iconic. And Akamaru really carries this relationship in terms of iconicness. Tobirama and Minato. I guess you do think of them as a duo because they share jutsu and abilities, but they didn't really cross paths until the war. So, as I'm being dumb, no, surely Minato was super young, or not even born yet when Tobirama was killed. The fucking third Hokage throws everything out because he was so old. Really does my head in. I'm gonna pop them in A because they're sick as fuck. Tsunade Sakura, A, easy. I think you gotta have, if I've got Orochimaru, Sasuke in A, I gotta have Tsunade Sakura. They're kind of like mirrors. Sannin mirrors. Konohamaru and Naruto. Fuck, that is actually pretty iconic. I forgot they were a duo. Like, I had a brief scrub through this while setting up my camera and I didn't see this picture. They are A. Oh, A's getting stacked. I don't like this. Sai and Sakura. I'm putting it on the same level as Sakura and Lee, even though they spent more time together. They butted heads a lot in the beginning. Shikamaru and Asuma. Ah, it's higher than A. It's gotta be. Is this S tier? It is. For that fucking... Yeah. The get back is so iconic and that stems from this duo, so... The Jiraiya and Tsunade. Of the Sannin duos, this is the most iconic. But is it S? Fuck, it kinda is. Have I already fucked this list? Don't tell me I've already fucked this list. I think I gotta remove the bias of outside influence, how they would think about it, or else S tier is only gonna have like 4, and A is gonna have thousands. I'm popping them in S. Who doesn't want to go drinking with them? That looks so fun. Sai and Ino, B. I know there are a couple in all, but B. Konkuro and Gaara. Now, they are brothers, obviously. And they're from the same squad. And he's also... He's a visor, right? Or something. Now that he's kazekage. But they're more of a trio. So B. Sai and Naruto, B as well. Neji and Hinata. Nah, I think B. I know they're related and all, and they got a lot of history, but it's more just clashing heads until he dies, and then Boruto comes around and they're like, your Uncle Neji, I miss your Uncle Neji. Danzo and Hiruzen, A. Same sensei. Both ruled the leaf differently. One was the face, one was in the shadows. Sick dynamic. Chio and her brother, C. Maybe if I was from the Sand Village, I think they're a more iconic duo. Gaara and Naruto, S. Yeah. Very similar backstories, you know, that scene where the parallels between their lives and growing up. S tier. Konkuro and Tamari, I think, is more iconic than Konkuro and Gaara, because they were like, Gaara was the main guy and they were the two that were always talking, but it's still the same tier. I'll just move them slightly above. Kiba and Shino, I know they're from the same squad, but I think of Shino as a solo operative, so C. Tsunade and Shizune, I guess they're obviously a duo, but are they iconic? Kind of a watered down duo. Who are we comparing them to? Yeah, they're B. Jugo and Suigetsu, B. Deidara and Kakuzu, A. They're the first, besides Kisame and Itachi, they're the first Shippuden Akatsuki duo we see, and they killed Gaara together, so that was fucking mental. Kakashi and Guy, instant A tier, no doubt about it. This is Kakashi's most iconic duo partner, without a doubt. S tier. I'm gonna move some things down a bit because D's empty. Kiba Shino is going down. Have they ever even spoken before? I don't know. Shio and her brother going down. Not saying these are bad relationships per se, but in terms of iconicness, let's move some B's down to C and A's down to B. Never mind. Kakashi and Pakun, I think, is A. Yeah, they're... Akiba and Okamura are definitely more iconic, but not by much. So A tier. Sugetsu and Karin, on par with Juzo and Sugetsu, so B tier. Kakashi Obito, S tier. Almost as iconic as Kakashi and Guy, for different reasons, obviously. Naruto and Pervy Sage, instant S. No question about it. Don't even think about it, you're gonna cry. I'm holding back tears. Tenten and Lee, same squad. So that's it really. C. Gaara and Lee, A. The fight is S, but Gaara gets a new boyfriend after that, which is Naruto, so yeah. Tobirama and Hashirama, fuck. Yeah, there are... I'm torn between S and A. Madara and Hashirama is definitely A, without a question. Tobirama and Hashirama is a little less iconic, but not by much. I'm gonna pop them in S, especially because of the fight between Hiruzen and Orochimaru, and they both get introduced at the same time. That got me a little hype. I was like, damn, that's the first and second Hokage? They're fucking brothers? What? That was sick. Hiruzen and Naruto. Fuck. Time to piss some people off. Time to piss some people off. I know people hate Hiruzen, especially when it comes to how he looked after Naruto. But I think I see that relationship with rose-tinted glasses, so... You see, I'm admitting my faults, at least. You gotta give me that. I'm not saying I disagree with people. I just see it through rose-tinted glasses. I fell for the propaganda. A. Nope. Wrong. What the fuck did I just do? Oh, fuck it in B. A tier. Naruto, Sai. There was never gonna be iconic. You couldn't replace Sasuke. C. Lee and Naruto. B. Shikaku and... what's Ino's dad's name? Inoichi. Boom. They are pretty iconic, especially that scene in the wall. And then throw Choza in there. The original Ino Shikacho. Or the previous Ino Shikacho. Very cool. But that's a trio as well. B. B is too stacked again. For fuck's sake. Ooh. The second Mizukage and the second Tsuchikage. Their legend is iconic, right? The way they were spoken about, how they took each other out, and how they fought for fucking years. Constantly battling each other. The retelling was iconic. Or cool, not iconic. But them, we didn't really see much from them, and we kind of saw them on the same side, kind of. So, I don't want to put another one in B. Okay, what can drop to C? Not C, not C, not C. I'm dropping the Toads. Because they're a couple. They're a married couple. They have to be a duo. That's how marriage works. I know I said that with all the other couples in here. Yep, whatever. Iruka and Naruto. S tier. The first episode. the constant looking out for Naruto. Naruto protecting Iruka multiple times because he is so much more powerful than him. The wedding scene. The fucking wedding scene, S tier. Ino and Naruto, what is this forced relationship? This forced duo? What am I reading, a fucking fanfic? Have they even interacted outside of a fanfic where Naruto blows her back out? I don't think so, and I don't read those. Naruto Sasuke is an S. It's top 2. I'm not sure if it's Gaioli or Naruto Sasuke. I had this debate earlier, you saw it. Shikamaru and Ino, they are a good duo. I think this team, besides Team 7, has the best person-to-person bonds because of the loss of Asuma. That really forced them to grow close. Saying that, I'm moving Choji Ino up. I forgot about them actually. When they fight Asuma, them grieving together. Pop them in B. I know I gave this deep speech, but yeah. Lee and Neji, I think they're just more iconic because everyone wants to see them fight. B tier. Obito Minato, A. Very iconic fight scene, but not as iconic as Kakashi Obito. So, yeah. Kabuto and Orochimaru, I kind of want to put them in S. Especially in OG Naruto, you literally did not think of one without thinking of the other. They were like a package deal, and it pissed me off. They would always get away with shit. The most evil shit. Where do I put them? Everything's stacked now, so I don't give a fuck. Is it S or A? Okay, let me think. What's in A? I'm putting them in A. S tiers, they just on the cusp, but they don't make it. Yahiko and Nagato, similar situation. A and B, classic letter combination right there. S tier. No. Raikage and Killer B, A tier. A tier. I think it would be S tier if we saw them together more. Like in the current, we saw them together in flashbacks a lot. But when they were both currently in the show, they were separated a lot. Like A was at the summit, then B was with Naruto, and then at the war they were separated. You catch my drift? Karin and Sasuke, it's so weird. And they're not that iconic. C. Naruto and Sakura, A tier. They kind of just share the interest of Sasuke. Their shared interest is Sasuke, so yeah. I mean, like, they do get close and whatever, but she did that thing. Neji 1010. Don't want to make another fanfic reference, but like, come on. Choji and Shikamaru, I'm so tempted to put in S. Because they're like the best friends we see out of the squads. Out of that class, the Konoha 12. And in every flashback they're together, and then they accept Naruto. I'm popping them in A. Third, Hokage and Jiraiya, B. Yeah, B. Sugetsu and Sasuke. Where'd I pop the other Sugetsu ones? Right there. B tier. I kind of want to drop them to C, actually. All the Sugetsus. Yeah. Because of time spent together, they didn't spend that long together. They're being relegated. Hiruzen and Tobirama. This picture actually almost made me put it lower. So I was like, oh yeah, that's a very brief interaction. And then I obviously forgot that there were a sensei-student dynamic, and a very cool one at that. Tobirama sacrificed himself to save Hiruzen and Danzo. You know what? I'm gonna say it's on par with these two right here. Hiruzen Jiraiya and Hiruzen Tobirama. Jiraiya Orochimaru, B. Again, better in a trio. The only really iconic duo is Tsunade Jiraiya. Whoa. The sneaky little tier list over here. It just had to use my favorite scene that makes me cry without fail every single time I see it to show these two. Kakashi Naruto. This scene where he catches him and he says he's gotten heavy. Obviously in reference to him doing that before in the past, which was already emotional. I see what you're doing, whoever made this tier list. S tier. Oh, it's actually unfair. Because Kakashi Sasuke is more iconic. Is Kakashi Sasuke even on yet? No, what the fuck? We've got Naruto 1010 before Kakashi and Sasuke. Unless I've missed this somewhere. Whatever. Kisame, Itachi, S tier. That scene of them standing on the rooftop. The first Akatsuki duo we see. The sickest Akatsuki duo. Or is it A? In hindsight, I think Asuma Choji is a bit high. I'm popping it in S. Nope, I'm popping it in B. In A, sorry. Itachi, no, this is a tough one. Fuck. Is it S or is it A? S, don't shoot me. Sasuke Itachi, S. This duo and what happened to this duo is Sasuke's entire reason to live. So, S. Nagato Itachi, A or B? I don't think this is that iconic. This fight was cool. This scene was very cool. But are they an iconic duo? No, they're not. Onoki and Gaara. It feels like we're just mishmashing here. C. Naruto Shikamaru. A. They always had each other's back. Even going into Boruto, they're sick duo. Almost as iconic as these two right next to it. Shikamaru Choji. Haku and Zabuza is an S tier dynamic. S tier duo. That death scene, both of them looking at each other, but not really because they're dead. Very sick. Deidara and Toby / Obito. Funny, but not iconic. B. Kakuzu and Hidan. They're technically iconic because they're an Akatsuki duo and they fucking killed Asuma. But I hate them. I don't think they're as iconic as Deidara and Sasori, and definitely not as iconic as Kisame and Itachi. So B. Jugo and Kimimaru. B. Itachi and Kakashi should have been way more iconic. I wish it was fleshed out a bit more. I know it was fleshed out, and I could be chatting up my ass right now, but I wish they had more interaction. I also wish it was more of a level playing field and Kakashi didn't get dog walked every time they encountered each other. But I'm pop them in A. Hagoromo and Homura. Are they iconic? They're brothers. One went to the moon, one stayed on Earth and created ninjutsu. A? Yeah, why not? A. Nagato and Conan. They're actually very iconic. But not S again. A. Kakashi Jiraiya. A. It seemed like they only really spoke to each other when Naruto was considered, because it was like his legitimate sensei and the person his legitimate sensei dumped him on to train him, and all their conversations regarded that for the most part. So A. Or was it B? I don't really think of them as a duo. I wish they were more of a duo because they're both super cool. Nah, fuck it, just leave it in A. Onoki and the Raikage. I think Tsunade and the Raikage would have been a way better choice for this. This feels very forced. C, D. All these ones that make no sense are going in D. Like these Kage battles. These Kage duos here. What's that about? Why would we have Onoki and Gaara, Onoki and the Raikage instead of Onoki and... what's his face? The second Tsuchikage. Naruto Tenten. There's a fanfic joke in there. Is this Tobirama and Madara? It is Tobirama and Madara. That's a dumb one again. Why wouldn't we do Tobirama and Izuna? That's like Hashirama Madara, but the light version. This is B. They had run-ins and hatred for each other, but in terms of iconicness, come on. This list was dumb. Can't believe we got Tenten Naruto before Kakashi Sasuke and Tobirama Madara before Tobirama Izuna. I'm fucking mind boggled. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And this is definitively the correct list. But if you have any changes, let me know. Let me know where you would put any of the ones I fucked up on. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, please do subscribe, and I'll see you next week with a One Piece review. Yeah, it's happening. I'm calling it out. Yeah, peace.